Hello, my friend. I'm really happy you are here today. Welcome to this slow and easy English podcast. My name is David, and I'm here to help you learn English in a simple, natural way while also helping you live a better life. If you often say, I want to get better at English, but I don't have enough time, then today's episode is going to help you a lot. You see, the problem is not always about time. Many times we do have time, but we don't use it well, especially in the evening. After we come home from work or school, we are tired. We just want to relax. But sometimes our way of relaxing becomes a big waste of time. Let me ask you a simple question. What do you usually do after your day ends? After work or school, what is your routine? Maybe you come home, put down your bag, take off your shoes, change into comfortable clothes, and then you grab something to eat. And then what? If you were like how I used to be, maybe you sit on the couch or lie on your bed. You take your phone and start scrolling. You open Instagram. You watch a few YouTube videos. Maybe you even open a game. You think it's just for 5 minutes, but soon 1 hour has passed. Then 2 hours, and suddenly it's late at night. The evening is gone. You didn't do anything special. You didn't do anything that helped your future. That used to happen to me all the time. I always told myself I need rest. I had a long day. And yes, rest is important. But there is a big difference between true rest and wasting time. Watching random videos, checking social media, eating junk food, that's not true rest. That is just escaping. And after doing that, I never felt good. I felt tired and even more empty. One night I was scrolling the internet and I read something powerful. It said, your 9 to 5 gives you a living, but your 5 to 9 builds your future. That sentence changed my thinking, because it is so true. We spend many hours at work or school. That's our 9 to 5. It gives us money. It helps us survive. But the evening, from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., is the time we can use for ourselves. That time belongs to us. And if we waste it, we are throwing away our future. So I decided to make a change. I started doing some small things to take control of my evenings. These things were simple, but they helped me a lot. And today, I want to share them with you. These are the 5 things I did to stop wasting my evenings after work, and I believe they can help you too. Let's start with the first one. I gave every hour a name. Before, my evenings had no plan. I just said, I'll chill, or I'll relax. But when there is no plan, it's easy to waste time. So I started giving each hour a name. From 7 to 8, I would call it recharge time. That's when I could eat, take a shower, listen to music. From 8 to 9, I called it learning time. That's when I read, listened to podcasts, or studied something new. By giving time a name, it felt special. It felt like a meeting with myself. I was not just relaxing. I was doing something for my future. And even if I didn't do a lot, I felt proud because I used my time with purpose. 2. I changed my environment. I looked around my room. My phone was next to me. The TV remote was on the bed. The lights were too bright. Everything around me was calling me to waste time. So I changed it. I moved my phone away. I put my notebook on the table. I added a small lamp for soft light. I placed my guitar near the chair. These small things made a big difference. Our environment speaks to us. If you want to read more, keep your book near you. If you want to stretch, keep your mat ready. Just like supermarkets put candy near the checkout, we can place good habits near us to help us take better actions. Try this tonight. Remove one thing that makes you waste time. Add one thing that helps you grow. Your space will become your friend, not your enemy. 3. I made bad habits harder and good habits easier. This was one of the smartest things I did. Every evening, I deleted Instagram. Yes, really, I deleted the app after 6 p.m. And in the morning, if I needed it, I installed it again. But at night, I didn't want it. This helped me stop scrolling mindlessly. I also moved my phone charger to the kitchen, so if I wanted to use my phone in bed, I had to get up. And most times, I didn't want to get up, so I stayed in bed without the phone. At the same time, I kept my drawing tablet on the table. I didn't need to think. It was ready, so I sat down and started drawing. This made good habits easy. And that's the trick. Make good things easy and bad things hard. 4. I made a simple night routine. Before, I would just lie on the couch, watch YouTube, and fall asleep. But that's not rest. That's fading away. There is no ending to the day. Now, I have a small night routine. I play soft music. Sometimes I light a candle. Sometimes I write down 3 things I'm grateful for. It takes only 5 minutes, but it tells my brain the day is done. It's time to rest now. This helps me sleep better. My body relaxes. My mind stops thinking. I wake up feeling fresh, not tired. You don't need a long routine, just something simple that brings peace. 5. I ended my day with pride, not pressure. Before, every night I felt bad. I thought about what I didn't do. I didn't reply to emails. I didn't finish my list. I didn't exercise. I always felt like I failed. But then I asked myself one small question. What did I do today that honored me? Maybe I didn't eat junk food. Maybe I helped someone. Maybe I learned one new English word. That was enough. That made me feel proud. We don't need big wins every day. Small wins are powerful. When you choose to stretch instead of scroll, that's a win. When you say no to one more video, that's a win. These small actions build your identity. They make you stronger. So tonight, don't try to be perfect. Just do one small thing for your future and feel proud. Hello, my friend. I'm really happy you are here today. Welcome to this slow and easy English podcast. My name is David,